Today, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 8th episode of the final season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most liked character of the entire franchise. 3 votes are allowed, and they'll be aggregated up, and your results might be shown in the final episode. We're also running a vote for the next show on the channel, which will be posted daily on the Patreon and weekly. Well, like weekdays onto the YouTube, so very interested to see which show you guys choose next. Last episode was pretty much all about Ben, Dr. Linus. We had 2 realities, didn't we? We had the one where he was a teacher, we had the one when he was on the island. He was faced with a tough choice basically in both of them. The one where he was a teacher, you know, he found out that his principal was having an affair with the doctor, and a student, Alex, his daughter, obviously from the island, really needed desperate letter of recommendation. She's basically saying her mum's working 2 jobs, she really needs to get into college, you know what I mean? This is her only hope. She hopes that somebody can write a good letter to the college that she, well, basically wants to go to, so that can help her get in. Now, Ben's obviously found this information out about the principal and wants to take him down. He wants to actually take over the role of being in charge, and he's gone in and tried to blackmail him. Principal's flipped it and turned it round. He said, look mate, you've got a choice. You can either take my position and I'll not send this letter of recommendation, or I'll send it, I'll write the biggest, best, glowing one you'll ever see, but you go back to being your original teacher. You know what I mean? Stuck with a decision. And on the island, it looked like it was the same. You know, Lana, she was grabbing him. She wants him to dig his own grave. Basically, she's insinuating that she's going to kill him for what he's done to Jacob, lost a father figure, and, you know, she'll kill him and bury him once he's obviously done it. Now, Locke's turned up and said, look, mate, I've got to give, you know what I mean? You've got a choice. You can either stay here and do this, or free these shackles. He was like, look, you can run into the jungle, you can grab a gun, you can turn it, take her out, meet us on the other island, and I'll give you a chance to be what you've always wanted to be, the person who rules this island. So that's really interesting. 2 tough decisions to make. Well, he made them both. He decided to actually keep his original job, let Alex get a letter of recommendation. She got accepted, it looks like, and that was a good decision. And on the island, he ended up going back with obviously Lana, who actually had a conversation with him and said that she'll accept him back into the group after he obviously expressed his feelings and everything that happened with Jacob and his daughter and everything like that. And they didn't actually choose Locke, so really, really interesting. And we ended the episode with Widmore returning to the island on a submarine with his little thing poking out, checking everybody out onto the beach. So I can't wait to see what we have in store for us today. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, he's treating Jin.
Come on, wake up, buddy. Wake up.
Sawyer, Claire and Locke, where are they?
I don't know. They said they'd be back by sunup.
That is not Locke.
Whoever he is, he says he can get us off this damn island.
Son could be here somewhere.
If she's here, you got my word. We ain't leaving without her.
Kate's returning.
Hi yourself.
Oh, we're getting a Sawyer episode.
Weren't you supposed to meet that guy at 9? 8:42.
Who was that woman? She's been in it before, has she? In a different show that I watched. I can't remember now.
Potential investment. We're going 50-50. The guy wants to see the money up front. Don't worry, it won't take long. Take it easy, honey.
Here's the thing, Dimples. I can spot a con man. I'm married to one.
This is a setup, lady. There's a van sitting right outside. The room is bugged. The place is surrounded by cops. So now you want to put that gun down and we'll work something out.
This place is surrounded. How come no one came to save you?
I don't need saving, because you're going to do the right thing and put that gun down.
You're a lousy con man.
LaFleur.
Please, stop the gun!
Oh, it's true. Hey, that's really good.
You're a cop.
Surprise.
Hey, that is a surprise. That's good, that. I like it. Hey, that was a good twist. She was in the Vampire Diaries. That's where it was from. You know, it was stuck in my head. I was thinking, who is she? Has she been in Legacies as well? I'm sure she was in 1 episode or 2 episodes or something, but she's definitely in the Vampire Diaries. I was trying to think, has she been in this show before or not? But I'm sure she's been in like 1 season probably in that, so that was interesting. Was she something to do with Alaric? I don't know. Why has she got that lay there as well? Jin seen it last time, didn't they? Did he take some of it?
What is that? It's on my head.
It was a long and traumatic night for all of us. And you all have got a lot of questions, I know, and I will make myself available to answer them.
We want to know what happened to the people who stayed behind at the temple.
The black smoke killed them. I know that What happened back there was
Interesting.
You're with me now, and I promise that I'm gonna take care of you.
Jack, Hurley, the rest of them? They make it out of the temple, all right?
Saw them leaving on my way back.
What about Miles?
I don't know what happened to him.
I like how they got a friendship then.
So you're with Locke now.
I ain't with anybody, Kate. Anthony Cooper.
Anthony
Hi, Mr.
Cooper?
This is Detective James Ford, LAPD. Yeah, we've discovered some unclaimed property that might belong to you. Can you verify you were in Alabama in 1976? Okay, thanks. Sorry to have taken up your time.
Who's Anthony Cooper?
A buddy I ran into. Say you can hook me up with some liquor tickets.
Well, get it together because you got a date tonight, pal.
Has he got a date with?
Friend of mine. You want to die alone?
All right, look. I go out with her. You gonna leave me alone?
Throw in one of those Laker tickets. Hell yes, I will.
I don't know who his date is. Do you reckon it's Kate? Nah, it can't be. Maybe Juliet? Maybe. I don't know.
Thought you said we were getting off this rock.
We are.
When?
Maybe we should talk about this in private.
What happened back at the temple? How'd you know to rescue everybody from that smoke thing?
I'm the smoke thing. I gave them the opportunity to leave peacefully, and they didn't take it.
Interesting that he's just revealed that. Is he the only person that knows?
You going on a boat ride?
Hydra Island.
Hydra Island, that's what it's called.
What's on Hydra Island?
The plane. And I have reason to believe that some of the other passengers mean to do us all harm. So I want you to go over there, do some recon.
What am I supposed to do if I run into somebody who wants to do me harm?
I'm not worried about that, because you are the best liar I ever met. We get on that plane, we fly off this island, and we never look back.
We know that they're not even there anyway, don't we? We know that they're actually on the beach. I'm surprised that Locke didn't actually see. I mean, Locke must know. And do you know what, right? Thinking about it, Locke must know that they're not there. Literally, I'm not even kidding. I feel like he's give Sawyer a task knowing that, well, first of all, knowing that he's not going to find anybody over there, and then knowing that he's going to divert away and go somewhere where he potentially can't find them. Maybe it's because he just spoke up there and kind of maybe was close to throwing a spanner in the works, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, oh yeah, we're potentially getting off and all that, and then Sawyer's just like threw something in there, because he turned up at Ben and spoken to him, and he knew Ben was there with her, and he knows that she come on that flight, and he would have seen the beach. He's not going to just turn up and just have a little peek and see two of them and not see who else is knocking around, is there? So I believe that he already knows where they are, and he's sending him over there for a pointless, useless mission. Oh, it's going to be Charlotte. Kind of wanted it to be Juliet.
Yeah. Would you be Charlotte?
I most certainly am. What's wrong with archaeology?
Aren't you like a Indiana Jones or something?
Yes, I'm exactly like Indiana Jones. Why did you become a cop?
To a point in my life where I was either gonna become a criminal or a cop, so I chose cop.
Do you reckon that he's trying to find the guy that killed his parents, and he thinks the police is the right way to do it because he was a con man?
You know what?
He's like back to Matt. Yeah, look at he loves it, doesn't he? Look. Can you tell she's British? Just look at her skin colour compared to his. Literally, look at it. She is classic Brit.
Mind if I borrow a t-shirt?
Help yourself. Top drawer on the right. What did you see?
Nothing, just, that picture fell out and I was just trying to put it back.
What did you see?
Nothing, I didn't see anything.
Get the hell out.
James, just let me explain.
Get out!
I mean, it technically Sawyer's fault. She did grab the top drawer and it looked like it was just all jeans. Didn't even see a t-shirt in there. Do you reckon I got that right then? Do you reckon that he did become a cop? Because obviously, you know, in his past, his mum and dad died. Obviously, his dad killed himself, killed his mum. And he's trying to hunt down Anthony Cooper in a different, alternate way, the way he was going to. You know what I mean? Instead of being a criminal going after him and trying to kill him in cold blood, he might be a cop going after him and maybe trying to get away with, like Anna Lucia when she shot that guy, or maybe he can use the system in a way that can benefit him. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. But to be fair to Charlotte in that scenario there, she did go in the top drawer. It did look like jeans. Picture kind of did really fall out, and I wouldn't class that as snooping. To me, snooping is intentionally going in, trying to find some stuff. So if you come into my house and you start purposely flicking through all of these drawers behind me, trying to find something, that's snooping. If I just said, yeah, pick some out of this top drawer here, you go to get a t-shirt and I've got something hidden in the corner and you see it, it's not really snooping, is it? I bet he'll feel like he's back in day one, do you know what I mean, around a broken plane. Or in the cage. Do you remember that when he was locked up? I like that season. I actually really did like it because it was the first time he was introduced to everything and different.
Do you believe Locke? That he can get us off the island?
Yes, I believe it.
Sawyer, are you all right?
Isn't it? Are you okay? Like a zombie?
No.
It just launched her.
Disappeared. Kate couldn't find you. She did what she had to do.
She took air and she can't just do this!
It kind of snapped her out of it. I've never noticed how blue her eyes are. Does Kate even know that that's not Locke? I don't even know. She knew he was dead, didn't she? The thing is with planes, you don't realise how big they are until you stand next to him. Oh, someone's there. Well, actually, is there?
Please don't hurt me. I'm the only one left.
I mean, would you believe it? Yeah, I don't know, right? Nah, because of the way the show's gone before, I would think that she was an other. But then again, I'm not too sure because we're in the final stages, we're at the end game. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say, yeah, she probably is the only one left, and she could probably detail what's actually happened. But if this was season 2, yeah, or 1, she's another. That's what I was saying. I mean, I remember all the way back in season 1, I was convinced John wasn't who he said he was going to be. I mean, technically we finished with him not being who he said he's going to be, so I was kind of... Nah, I wasn't right, but I was convinced, man. I thought John was in on it.
Hey, I'm looking for my brother. He was arrested at the airport on a drug charge.
Sorry, not my apartment.
Whoa, shut up! Is there something you want to tell me? I want to know what you were doing in Australia when you told me you were in Palm Springs. I ran your credit card. I know you went to Sydney. What were you doing in Australia?
That's none of your damn business.
You're right, because I'm not your partner anymore.
7 years of bad luck.
I can't believe there's anybody left alive. I thought I knew everybody on the plane.
I didn't come on this plane.
I was out collecting wood when I heard screaming. When I came back, they were dead.
How did they actually die? I can't even remember.
Last 2 days dragging their bodies. I didn't feel it was right to leave them up there in the sun. Are you alone?
No. With a group of people back on the main island.
The thing is, Locke wanted him to do recon. There's nobody there. He basically could go and just get the plane if he wanted to. Do you know what I mean? If that was his intention.
I have to take responsibility for Claire's behavior. I was the one who told her that the others had her baby. Have you ever had an enemy? Someone that you needed to hate? Without Aaron, she needed something to keep her going. Then when you told her the truth, all those feelings, all that anger that she'd been holding on to for so long, it had to go somewhere. I'm sorry that this happened. And I'm sure if you give her time, everything will be all right.
Where did Sawyer go?
I'll show you.
How many people did you say were with you?
A couple dozen.
Did they all come on the same plane as you? When did you crash?
A long time ago.
Do you all have guns?
I don't know. I'm a bit sus of her now. I know she's... Yeah.
What's up?
Your flight, where were you going?
Prom.
You're good, sweetheart, but you ain't that good.
Put your weapon down!
Your name even Zoe.
Sir Sawyer?
Take me to your leader.
Excited. I'm actually excited because technically it's like another version of the others. Now, was they on the plane or was they not? We don't really know everybody that actually crash landed on this one. Do you know what I'm saying? They could potentially be on the plane, and I honestly cannot remember how all them people died. If I'm being totally honest, I cannot remember how all those people died. So if it was like the monster or something, she might have heard screaming. I actually physically, like I say, don't know, but towards, you know what I mean? I just said then a minute ago that I would have said that, yes, she did crash land on it. And, you know, if it was season 1 or 2, I would have believed that she was another. As that conversation started progressing across that beach, I think I just even said it. I would stop. It's asking too many questions. Like she said, when did you crash land it? I don't think he ever said that he come on our plane. You know what I mean? And then she was asking, like, how many is there? How many guns have you got? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, these questions here is like an interrogation one. You know what I'm saying? So I did end up swaying to believing that she actually wasn't on the plane that crashed.
That island over there, that's where I sent Sawyer.
You could have just told me that you sent him to the islands where we were locked in cages. You didn't have to bring me down here.
I know what you're feeling, Kate,
How do you know that?
because my mother was crazy. Long time ago, before I had a mother, just like everyone, was a very disturbed woman. I had some growing pain, problems that I'm still trying to work my way through. Could have been avoided had things been different.
Why are you telling me this?
Because now, Aaron has a crazy mother, too.
Oh, it's Charles Whitmore's people. That's what it is. They may have only just actually arrived, haven't they? All of these together.
It's not me I'm worried about. Just don't know what I'd do if anything ever happened to you or Mom?
Now, if you spend your whole life worrying about something that's gonna happen, before you know it, your life's over. You spend an awful lot of it just worrying. And that's what life's all about. Laughing and loving each other. And knowing that people aren't really gone when they die.
It's hard not being afraid, Pa.
I know, sweetheart.
You've got to be joking.
May I come in?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
You don't get to kick me out at 3 o'clock in the morning and then come round the next day with puppy dog eyes and a sad sunflower. Look, I don't know if you're just lonely or guilty or completely mad, but you know what? I don't care. You blew it.
I reckon Widmore's going to give him a proposal to get off the island if he gives him something that he wants.
What you got in here?
None of your business.
Would you leave us, please?
Of course.
The fella sent a freighter to the island loaded with guys to kill us all.
How little you actually know?
Well, I know you murdered all them people out there and dropped them in a ditch.
We didn't murder those people. Why don't you tell me what brought you over to this island?
John Locke sent me.
John Locke's dead.
I think we both know the guy I'm talking about's not really Locke. I'll go back over there and tell him the coast is clear. Then I'll bring the old man right to your doorstep.
And what do you want in exchange?
The people I come back with, the people on my boat, don't get touched. You give us safe passage off the island. Do we have an agreement?
I suppose we do.
You've got to say somebody was there, surely, though. You can't just say that he was dead.
I know everything you did was just because you care about me and about Aaron. Thank you for taking care of me. I'm sorry.
Imagine she tries to kill her again. Would you disclose that Aaron's with your mum? Do you know what I mean? Would that help?
Well, in case you're interested, they're all dead. I know there's a man over there on that island that ain't gonna let us get on that plane without a fight.
I actually knew that he was going to do this.
Y'all know each other. Counted at least 6 armed compadres with him. Locked room on there. Something they're hiding. They're setting up pylons.
And what did you tell them about me?
I'd tell you the coast was clear and bring you back with me. Which means they'll be caught with their pants down when we change our plan of attack.
He's told the truth there. He actually has told the truth. He has told the truth. Do you know what's interesting, though? This is actually interesting. He can be playing both sides. He actually can. You know what I mean? Like, one, you could bring everybody over to the island just there, and then if Locke attacks, you could just say he's gone rogue, he's seen you, it's your fault. Do you know what I mean? And two, if Locke goes in and is successful, then obviously you can go with Locke, because Locke's going to be appreciative if you tell him the info. If Locke fails and they kill him, you could say, look, I've done my business, I brought him to you, he died. So, technically, he's played both sides.
What are you doing here? In the car. Who's Sawyer? When I was 9 years old, my father shot my mother. Then he killed himself. Sawyer was the reason why. I chased down a lead in Australia. Got a name. Anthony Cooper. And when I find the right one, I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, look at this. So, is that a man or a woman? He's going dead quick.
Bitch.
Yeah, you seen him in the airport, didn't he? Wait, you seen him in the airport and he let her go, actually. Do you remember that time? You seen him with the cuffs as well. Oh, wait, that's well interesting.
What are you doing running errands for Locke?
I ain't running errands for nobody.
He said he sent you over to the other island.
A guy named WIDMORE set up camp on the beach. I'm gonna let them fight it out.
Yeah.
And while they got their hands full with each other, you and me are getting the hell off this island.
So his intentions is to steal the sub, I'm assuming.
Even if we could get on that plane, who's gonna fly it?
We ain't taking the plane, Freckles. Taking the sub.
Yeah, even I knew that's what he was insinuating about getting the submarine. The thing is, though, interestingly, is that, you know, he technically can play both sides, like I was just saying there. You could say to WIDMORE, yeah, you know, I'll bring Locke over, pretend that nobody's here. You know what I mean? I'll bring him over, you could get him, you could kill him, and then, obviously, everybody that's come with us, we've got safe passage. That's our deal, you know what I mean? You want him, I'll deliver him. And then he's gone over there and he's told Locke, mate, you want to go over to that island? WIDMORE's there. If you want to kill him, go for it. You know, I told him that I'll bring you to it, but if you want to go on different plan attack, go, you know what I mean? We'll do one. That way, so he's playing both sides. Both of them don't know that he's playing both sides. Well, actually, well, yeah, both of them wouldn't know they're playing both sides, but Locke knows, obviously, that he knows that they're there. But I think it's clever from Sawyer, and if it was an escape thing and it was just him and Kate, I'd be a little bit upset. You know what I mean? Like, I know that we're going towards the end of the show now, but all the way through the first 2-3 seasons, I was just like, pick. Are you going to have Sawyer and Kate? Or are you going to have Jack and Kate? Do you know what I mean? And then I ended up not wanting Sawyer and Kate together, if I'm being totally honest, because the relationship that he built with Juliet made me actually really enjoy it. And I feel like it was the way you built up a relationship. At first, you know, you wasn't... I feel like Kate and Jack hit it off instantly. Do you know what I mean? Even not like sexual, but just like hit it off, where like Juliet and Sawyer was like a proper slow burner. You know what I mean? And like, you got interested in the characters, and then they was left alone, and you kind of felt sorry for them, and then like you enjoyed them spending time together, and then it was dripped in, and it made me feel like they was meant to be together. You know what I mean? And the fact that he's expressed that he was going to ask her to marry him and all of that, and he feels a guilt, I don't want it to just spin and then just end up with Kate at the end. You know what I'm saying? So like, we still need to understand what Jacob wanted with Jack, you know, the names, who does he actually truly desire to be the next leader of the island. The interesting thing I was thinking there is Widmore, the first time, sent the people on the freighter to capture Ben, you know. That was his thing the first time. They didn't go there to get Jacob, did they? They didn't go there to get this person, the Black Mist, inside of Locke. Their whole thing was to extract Benjamin Linus from the island, and they ended up killing Alex at the same time. Do you know what I mean? And now this time he's arrived on the island, but his target's different. His target may have been Ben, but it seems like his target's John. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's obviously swerving it and changing his direction a little bit because of the information that Sawyer's revealed. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that the first time they come for one person, and the second time they've come for another one. That is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you've not yet voted for your most liked characters throughout the whole entire franchise, please do. It takes 30 seconds, links in the description, and I cannot wait to see who you guys choose. Now, today's episode, we didn't really see Jack or Hurley. You know, we kind of focused pretty much on Locke and his intentions with Sawyer. And now, obviously, what it was is to go over to the other island, to scope it out, make sure it was all okay, so they could go over there to the Ajira flight. Basically, he wants to pull the plane away, get it ready, shaped up, possibly go and get a pilot, and obviously fly off to the mainland. But over there he's obviously encountered somebody who's pretending to be somebody else, which is interesting. Just reminded me of season 1. It was decent vibes, if I'm being totally honest, because that is like the whole premise of the show at first. You know, you come in, who's who, are they real, are they not, are they who they say they are, what's going on? Got me guessing. At first I was like, you know what, I'm going to believe that she's a survivor. A couple of minutes later I was like, you know what, she's definitely not. Just the questions that she was asking, and it turns out that obviously I forgot that Widmore come to the island, and you know, his plans are to take him out. Now again, what are his true plans? Like, I'm not having that his plans are to come to the island and just kill Locke. Like, there's got to be a deeper meaning that I still don't know yet. And obviously, I still want to know the deeper meaning of why Jacob needs somebody to protect the island. Is it just to protect people like Widmore from arriving, or is there a bigger hidden thing around it? You know what I mean? I also like how Claire attacked Kate, obviously, today, because of obviously the Aaron situation. I like as well how Locke pulled Kate aside and told a story about him as a child, and obviously how he had a crazy mum. And this time, you know, Claire's in the same situation where she's got a baby in Aaron, and she's also got an insane parent and that was pretty decent as well. I think this Locke's a likable guy. I'm not saying he's trustworthy, and I'm not saying that, you know, we should be getting behind him, but I am saying that I think he's very interesting, and I do actually like watching him, which is really good, because there's some people in the show, you know, you get characters and they stress you out, but not him, mate. You know, he's actually really decent, and I gotta give credit to the actor, you know, whoever his actual physical name is, because he's actually really good. Whether it's season 1 and I was all in there thinking that he was another and he was trying to infiltrate the camp, so obviously this season here where he's pretending to be somebody else and just playing a different character, he's always kept me interested and engaged in what he's doing. So fair play to him, honestly, it really, really is. Now, it's actually been ages, hasn't it, since Jin and Sun have actually been together. It really has. I feel like it's been 2 seasons now, which is mad, because I actually really enjoyed them as a couple, as a unit, and like they always seem to kind of make me smile. Oh, it was interesting, whether it was a flashback or whether it is a current present. Do you know what I mean? Like, them together was always kind of good, to be honest. Their episodes, I like to see it. Maybe we're going to get a Jin or a Sun one this season. We've not actually had that yet, I don't think. We've had a Jack one, we've had a Kate one, we've had a Sawyer. Have we had a Hurley one? Maybe. He made an appearance in the Locke episode, didn't he? You know what I mean? We've had a Saeed one as well, so it's really interesting. You know, Claire kind of made an appearance. She's not had her own, but like she's been massively in the Kate one. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Kate was in 2 of them. Maybe we had the Kate who was on the plane, and then the escape one, which was ended up being the Claire one. We'd really like to see, obviously, a Jin or someone. It'd be really good. But also, we nearly had to Charlie kind of drop in here and there. He wasn't in it, but his brother was. He was asking about him, and Sawyer was there in the police station, and obviously it was referencing Charlie. He was obviously arrested when he was on the plane. I'd like to see him in a couple more episodes this season. And again, interestingly, you know, Sawyer is a cop who's obviously tracking down the man who killed, basically, like he thinks his parents, or the reason Sawyer, you know, Locke's dad. But in the airport, when he got off the plane, he seen Kate in the elevator with the handcuffs on. He didn't say anything. He let her out first. He let her escape. Now, in today's episode, someone's hit his car. He's chased after him. He's pinned him against the fence. And it is Kate. So I want to know why he didn't arrest her the first time, because he obviously knew something dodgy was going on. That one's another interesting one to look into as well. So, I mean, it's been 2 pretty decent episodes. I've really enjoyed them. Can't wait for the next one. Thanks for checking out today's. If you did enjoy it yourself, please smash like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.